Good morning, everybody. Thanks very much for being here. This is a short but very special ceremony. It really is an opportunity for the school district to say thank you, to recognize the people who have been part of this effort, and to look ahead with the excitement, the enthusiasm, the energy, and the hope that this brings not only to the student body of Scottsbluff High School, but really to the future of our entire community. I'd like to read a short portion of a letter I received yesterday from Congressman Adrian Smith. It reads, "Dear Mr. Miles, congratulations on the groundbreaking for the Scottsbluff High School renovation. The school district and community saw the physical need and worked hard to make it come true. I have firsthand knowledge of the halls of SHS and I'm so pleased to see the work underway. Additionally, the Career Academy model your staff is working so hard to implement will give students a clear and focused pathway to real-life success. As your excellent DECA and marketing curriculum has done. Scottsbluff School District is not only showing its strong commitment and dedication to the community, but building upon it. Sincerely and congratulations, Adrian Smith." I'd like to very briefly thank a few people, and I'm going to keep it at a minimum because I know that's going to be the thrust of the speakers that you'll hear this morning. But a very special thanks initially to our Board of Education, to Ruth Kozar, John Selzer, to Kyle Long, to Terry Gilliland, Paul Schneider, and Mark Lyon. Also like to thank Bob Kinsey, President of the Board of Education for many years, who sat in that seat when this initial project was first launched and when the decision was made by the community to move forward. Special thank you to a campaign committee, and it doesn't seem right to call that group a campaign committee. It was a dream committee, a future committee. It was a group that saw the possibilities and decided to band together to make it happen, to communicate and ensure that the right conversations occurred so that we could move forward together in this very special manner. Special thanks go to Senator John Harms. Senator Harms, as he has done in so many ways, led what I believe to be one of the most important initiatives that we will see in this decade, if not beyond. With Senator Harms, Kim and Jeff Holloway, Darla Hagum, and Bob Kelly did such tremendous work in that group to provide community inspiration and leadership. I'd like to thank Baker and Associates. They were with us the entire way for the literally hundreds and probably collectively thousands of hours that have been spent, not only considering the facility and how it would best meet the needs of students, but also looking into the many, many specific needs that we'll have to make career academies work, and for this to be an economical and financial, conservative and thoughtful effort, but also one that will really help fulfill all the dreams and hopes that kids can have in the future as they look ahead. I'd like to thank the staff and students of Scottsbluff High School for the work that they do every single day. And I think if there's anything that provided the inspiration for the success of this initiative, it's those students, and I'm so glad to see quite a few of you here this morning. Lastly, I'd like to thank the entire community, and of course without an entire community pulling together with a common effort, nothing ever gets done. And I hope this serves to exemplify how when we all look at a common dream together, we can do it and we can accomplish anything. This is just the beginning. This is when the excitement and the energy really starts to build. And I think you'll be very proud of the work that's going to occur over the coming months and years. You see the Houseman construction truck already here. They've already started to put fencing up. They've already started to do the work. And come Monday, they'll start the actual demolition. And Matt Shen, who is here today on the stage, represents a company that we're very proud to be working with and excited to have here as well. So thank you very much for this morning. We're glad you're here and help us celebrate this new beginning. I'd like to now introduce Senator John Harms.
Good morning on a very cold day. I'm glad you're here. This is quite an opportunity for us. I want to share just a few comments with you today that how I look at this project. The renovation of this facility here is one of the most important decisions our community has made in this decade. I repeat that, it's the most important decision our community made in this particular decade. This is a vision of the future. This project will have a positive impact on a whole series of things in our community, from economic development with career academies. Businesses will start to look at us and understand they can come here and relocate and find a way to find employees that will be ready to go to work for them right out of high school. We know that it will bring job readiness for those of you who are here. You'll have a chance as high school students turn down to the 8th grade to start to begin to look at careers. As you get into high school, you're going to have the opportunity through the career academies to really see what it would take to be in certain kinds of businesses. Families, I believe, will move here once they see these facilities developed. They'll want their children in a facility that's modern and preparing for the future careers. This program is going to build partnerships as we begin our career academies and the development, which the school is already working on. It will build partnerships with our area businesses, with our local businesses, with community colleges, to begin to start to prepare and develop the career academies. So you'll have the opportunity as students in the future to know exactly what it would take to be in certain kinds of jobs. The other thing that I think that it will do, and the thing that excited me the most, that it will give our teachers the tools they deserve to have in a modern classroom that meets national standards. It meets the national standards that we require our public schools to have. What I want you to understand is we have outstanding teachers here. We have teachers that are winning national awards, state awards. You have great teachers here, but we've placed them in a position where it's very difficult for them. The facilities don't lend themselves to good teaching, but yet they've taught very well. And I'm excited about seeing what they'll do now with new facilities. It will also give our children, our teenagers, the opportunity to be in an educational environment that I think is conducive to learning. And that's the most important thing out of all of this. You will be placed in facilities that you will be excited about learning, and the kind of technology that it's going to take to be there. The other thing that excites me is that our special education program will finally have the facilities that they need to be able to do an adequate job with children who come to our schools who have special needs. I believe this program will become one of the best in the state of Nebraska, and it will also become a model once these facilities are built for other schools to come and look at, not only their special ed programs, but the entire instructional programs that the school has developed. And most important, and very close to my heart, is that the Scottsbluff High School will finally be ADA compliant, and I applaud that. I'd like to just take just a moment now, quick here. I want to thank the executive committee who did a lot of work on this project. I don't know if people really realize the hours that this committee gave to this project. I mean, they gave their own personal time. They crowded their work time. They were interested in making sure that we were transparent and that the public could see and hear what this facilities will bring to our community and how poor we were at the present time. The committee did everything we asked them to do, and particularly the chairs of the co-chairs of this committee, which were Darlene Hagan, Dr. Jeff Holloway, Bob Kelly, and John Massey near the end joined us. And they worked extremely hard, and they're the reason why I think we were successful, because they were not going to leave a stone go unturned in making sure this project was approved. Mr. Miles, Rick Miles, superintendent, and his staff gave us did a great job in creating a plan that was transparent. It was easy for us to come in and grab a hold and see. And Mr. Miles is an excellent superintendent. We're so fortunate to have him. He's got a vision for our community and for our school. And the end result, you and our students are going to benefit from this. When you see Mr. Miles and his staff, thank him for that, because it would not have happened without them. And for the students, those of you who came in on a Saturday and wanted to go door to door, giving door hangers on the doors, telling about this project, played a very valuable role. I had people come to me and said, you know what, I wasn't convinced about this project until I saw the kids out. And I knew right then that they were out talking about this project I'm going to support it because they live in it. They understand it. And so thank you. You played a very valuable role. Although you may not thought you did, you did. And thank you very much for that. I want to particularly thank the Board of Education for putting this on the agenda and for approving the plan. There's two people that I'd like to thank. Ruth Bolson. Ruth, stand up just a second because you're going to follow me out. Ruth. There you are. Ruth did a phenomenal job with this. She came to every meeting. She did extra work. And I know that she gave a lot of her own personal time to make this happen. Bob McKenzie, who's no longer on the board. Bob, where are you? Bob McKenzie did a great job. He was at every one of our meetings. He's very verbal. He's open. And it was great to have him be a part of this. He guided us through this. And he made sure that we were transparent in everything we did. And for the community, thank you. Thank you for voting for this project. Thank you for willing to trust us, because you're not going to be disappointed in what you find. Congratulations. Thank you.
And I think I'm going to repeat a lot of these thank yous. Again, thank you to Senator Harms for his leadership in this project last year, and also to Dr. Jeff and Ken Holloway, Darla Hagan and Bob Kelly. They did a tremendous job as our executive committee. And everyone else on the bond committee and subcommittees who put in countless hours. And also for the volunteers. As Dr. Harms mentioned, I was the person lucky to get stuck with being in charge of the master calendar. And I took a look at it this week. It was some of the 10 most intensive weeks of our lives. Not just mine, but everyone probably out there and back here. There were yard signs, phone calls, manning tables at school and community events, presentations, PTO meetings, SHS tours, staff meetings, stuffing envelopes, video creation, radio spots, newspaper ads, and on and on. Thank you for interrupting your lives and putting so much effort into this. It was a labor of love for a lot of us, and once the vote was done, it continued to be so for so many people. We've had bi-weekly meetings that I've been involved in just to talk about the logistics of making this happen and the career academies. So to all the voters, we want to thank you for saying yes to SHS. And for those who may not have voted yes, we want to make sure that you're all proud of this facility and what it will mean to our community. This won't be a building that staff will move into and curriculum will be done in order to fit the building. This is a building that has been designed with the goals of our staff and curriculum in mind. It's meant to be the best that we can make it, and it will be. So thank you very much, and stay warm today.
Thank you all for coming out this morning. I've been in education for 24 years, and this is something that makes me pretty humble to be here with a project like this. From the very inception, when we started getting the facility assessments back of all the things that were dangerous about our building and things that weren't working, and then meeting with teachers and talking with teachers, from that very initial process to today has been quite a journey. And I also have people to thank. Again, number one, I want to thank the community for seeing a need and stepping up for the kids in this community and doing the right thing. I applaud the community for that. I also would like to thank the bond committee of Dr. Harms, the Holloways, Darla, Bob Kelly, Bob Kinsey, Ruth Bozell. The work that they put in was tremendous. I'd like to thank our Scottsbluff High School staff. The work and the flexibility that you guys have shown to this point, and that you will continue to show as we get into the construction phases, has been wonderful. And I just want to thank you all for what you've done to this point and will continue to do. The rest of the Scottsbluff Public Schools team was also instrumental in this. All the building principals allowed us to come into the buildings and meet with parent groups and talk with staffs. And this became, as Senator Harms said, it's a vision, and Mr. Miles has that vision, but I think that vision has spilled out among the rest of the Scottsbluff Public Schools staff, and I think a lot of people have really helped see the need and what this can be, and I think that's why it ultimately passed. Melissa Price has done an outstanding job of working with committees and getting the word out to people, and I can't thank her enough as well. Lastly, the Scottsbluff High School students, thank you guys for all that you've done with the process. You're the ones that this is all about. And whether you're here right now and going to graduate and are gone, or every little kid you see out playing in a yard, this is going to benefit all kids. And you guys that are here now and going to be gone tomorrow, you're the leaders, and we appreciate everything that you've done. But this is going to be great for all kids, and that's what I'm most excited about, is that this is something that is going to benefit all kids with our programming, allow them to be college and career ready, and it's a great thing, and I'm very excited. So thank you for coming today, and thank you for your support.
I'd like to thank Principal Hawley for giving me this opportunity to speak on behalf of all the students here at Scottsbluff High School. When I heard they were tearing down the school, my first thought was, yes, no school. And then reality hit me and I realized that a new one will be replacing it. I think I speak for the entire student body when I say how thankful I am to live in a community that places such a high value on education. That interest in education was demonstrated last November when the district voters approved the bond issue. Although I will not have the opportunity to graduate in the new building, I am excited for my fellow underclassmen and future Bearcats who will be the recipients of the generosity of district patrons who made this all possible. I'm really excited to see that Scottsbluff School District continues to be the leader in the Panhandle when it comes to education. The district continues to make so many opportunities available for its students in so many areas. As I anticipate my graduation next May, I feel fully prepared to take on the next chapter of my life, thanks to the education I received here at SHS. With what is now being planned, I can only imagine all the new opportunities available for our underclassmen. The new high school is going to be a great addition to the community, and I can't wait to see the finished product. I know that future SHS graduates will greatly appreciate what is being done here today. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Randy Stout. I'm the facility director, and I'll be acting as a lead representative of the construction of the high school project. First of all, I wanted to thank you all for allowing me to speak today on behalf of the district in representation of the school district on this project. As our distinguished panel of speakers so eloquently already stated, it takes a tremendous amount of combined effort to accomplish the reality of a project such as this. There was an incredible amount of community support in order to accomplish passing the bond initiative back in November, led by our bond committee. The facility is and will continue to be a community facility. After passing the bond, the intensive process of project design ensued. Baker & Associates and Studio 120 and their staff spent countless hours working with our district staff to ensure the building met the teaching needs for today and for years to come. Jack Baker, Jamie Winters, Terrell Schmier, J.D. Schnacker all met with staff, and they're to be commended for spearheading the design process that was completed in 8 short months. The administrators and staff and students of SHS should also be recognized for their time, their thoughtfulness, and contributing to the planning process and working through some very tough logistical situations along the way. Construction of a project of this size is always full of challenges, but construction in and around an occupied building is especially challenging. Lastly, I'd like to convey our excitement in having a quality contractor at Hospital Construction overseeing the construction project. We are excited to see the elements that we've all talked about collectively, that we've imagined and dreamed over the past 8 to 9 months finally come to fruition. In closing, I'd like to say what a tremendous statement was made by our community in passing a bond to support this project. It's not often that new schools are constructed in our portion of the state. And it represents a significant investment in the citizens and our community as a whole. As a school district, we are so excited to know that this building can impact so many lives in our community by educating our children over the next several decades. The new and expanded programming that this facility allows will allow the youth and future leaders of our community to be trained now and will serve future generations for years to come. So with all that said, I invite all current board members, Mr. Bob Kinsey as the acting board president at the time of the bond passing, Senator Harms, all campaign committee members, Mr. Mike Hawley, principal of the high school, Mr. Jack Baker from Baker & Associates, Mr. Andy Corney from D.A. Davison, Mr. Miles, our superintendent, Mrs. Yvonne Hood as our CFO, our student representative, and Mr. Matt Shen as the executive vice president of Houseman Construction, to join me for the ceremonial turning of the dirt for the groundbreaking of the SHS Construction